All right. Hello, Realtors. How are you doing? Have you been running ads and you've not been getting results, or you feel like you're one of those people who believe marketing or doing digital marketing for ads is totally a scam? Well, then this video is definitely for you. If you already have great success with digital marketing, everything is working great for you, just go on ahead to my other videos on how to make Google My Business great for your business as a realtor. You can just check my profile and watch that video. Let's not get distracted. Let's stay here. So, what exactly is the reason for me talking about this? I've, had an opportunity to work with realtors a lot of time, and I see that a lot of them don't really know how to go about setting up ads. And because they don't know about it, they fall into the hands of people who just take advantage of them and say, do this, do that, and nothing comes out of it. If you stick with me in this video, I'm going to be breaking down ads strategy. I'm going to be breaking down sales funnels. I'm going to be talking about various types of content you need to be using at every stage of your ads, audiences, and things like that. And I'm even going to be giving you an extra bonus. I'm also going to be talking about some grave mistakes some of you have made, and I'm sure you're going to be recognizing some of these mistakes as I mention them. And I'm going to also not just mention them, I'm going to give you fix and solution for them. And because I'm very happy to, work with realtors all the time. I'm also going to be giving you a free ad template that you can use for your ads. And if it works, I need you to come and give me, a testimonial under this video. All right, let's get into it immediately. All right. Now, before we dive into ads, before we dive into what makes ads work, right? Let's talk about marketing and how marketing works. A lot of times people confuse the word marketing and sales. I'm going to be defining a couple of things for you real quick. First and foremost, marketing is not the same as selling. Advertising is not the same as selling. Advertising is not the only form of marketing. There's word of mouth, there's advertisement, like I said, there's bonuses, there's campaigns, various types of things you can talk about in marketing. But marketing is not selling. The primary goal of marketing is to take your product, your business, your service, your brand, right, and put it out there for others to see and get to interact with and attract people with your story, with your content, to what you have to share and get them to listen to you for some time. It is also used to attract potential leads that may convert to high results for your business. That is what marketing is truly. Right now, the next thing is I want to talk about audiences. We have what we call cold, warm, hot audiences. From just those names, you understand that when something is cold to you, it's something you probably don't know, or is a feeling you don't really have a familiarity with. Nobody is really familiar with cold like that, right? So a cold audience is somebody you've never known before, never met before, and because of your marketing campaign, they came in contact with you for the first time. That's a cold audience. Obviously, the way that you speak to that person is different from the way you speak to somebody who is in a warm audience. The person already met you, the person already had some form of conversation with you, knows who you are, maybe doesn't know who you are well enough. Right, but it's a warm audience and you can keep growing. And then you get to the hot audience where they know who you are, they know your product, they even want some of them, and they're ready to convert. So those are types of audiences. And another thing that is very important in marketing for how it works is the psychology of ads. And for especially high ticket products, a lot of things people look at is trust. Number one is reviews. What kind of reviews do you have on your brand page, on your business page, anywhere? What kind of reviews do you have? Trust is a big deal in real estate. The trust in the platform where you're advertising, the trust in the product you're advertising as well, and in the trust that you can deliver. A lot of people have been hurt worldwide, not just Nigeria alone, and they're looking for trust. They're looking for someone that is dependable. Now that you know how marketing works, let's move to the strategy part of it and talk about high converting ads. All right. All right. So something that makes ads fail is showing the wrong message or content to the wrong people. This is why you need to be very structured with your ads. You cannot just drop some ads. For example, you cannot drop a ad saying come and buy 30 million naira house. Somebody who doesn't know you, they're not going to convert. You can only do that to somebody who already has some form of conversation with you and they may be more interested in buying. In fact, the possibility of somebody buying off the top without knowing you before, they need to have a conversation with you first and get to know you and trust you. Right. So there are different stages of ads. The first one is or the sales funnel. A sales funnel is the journey which a person, a customer goes through before they purchase a product. And at the first part is what is called awareness. Now, I'm going to be pointing out some kind of things you need to create to attract those kinds of people. Number one is educational videos. You can give them freebies, you can give them insights into the real estate market, you can tell them the processes involved in getting your documentation, you can tell them processes in land purchase, things they should look out for when buying lands, those educational kinds of things. Because the goal is not to sell to them immediately, the goal is to show to them that you are capable of doing what you are doing and they can trust you to deliver on that particular product in that particular industry. An example of this is you can do an ad that says, are you thinking of buying a home in Nigeria? Here's what you need to know right now about getting your documentation before you make a move. Don't fall into the hands of Wiki. No disrespect to the minister of the Abuja. No disrespect whatsoever. Right. The next stage is what I call the consideration stage. Now, at the awareness stage, people don't know you and they are part of what I call the cold audience. And then the second stage is what I call the consideration stage. Here, you can be showing, since you've already shown yourself to people multiple times, they know who you are. You can now begin to say, okay, let me give you an example. It's like saying you move into an area, right? You move into an area, right? The fact that you step out and go up and down is what is called awareness. People are seeing you. People are, okay, we know this person. He comes out from there. He's always coming in the morning. He's always coming in the evening, right? The moment you begin to make conversation with people, they now begin to make considerations and thoughts about you and form new opinions about you. Same thing is when you're marketing and trying to sell a product, right? At the consideration stage, as a realtor, one thing you should be showing people is, you need to be showing people walkthrough videos. You need to be showing them drone videos, development videos, before and after videos, testimonials, especially insights into the neighborhood. Right, how the neighborhood is during the rainy season. Do another video how the neighborhood is during the dry season. The kind of events that happen during major events of the year and how that place is bubbling. That's the kind of consideration videos you should be putting on the internet, right? You need to go the extra mile and make great content. Now, this helps you to build trust and they understand that you are really doing the job for the job's sake. And it makes them feel comfortable reaching out because they feel you are knowledgeable, you understand the business, especially if your content is a wide variety of content, right? Now, let me give another example of ad you can use here is see what 50 million naira can get you in Ekpe, right? That's a very interesting ad. And then you show them your property in a prayer, the surroundings, insights, and things like that. All right. So let's go to the next stage of the real estate sales funnel. All right. The last stage of the real estate sales funnel, which is a three-step funnel, is what I call the decision stage. The decision stage is where you now start showing ads of direct offers: 30 million naira for this land, 50 million naira for this land, 10 million naira, 2 million naira, limited time deal, bonus, discounts, and things like that. And you can use various types of broad messaging to reach people, and you can use time limited actions to get people using FOMO to make action or take action immediately. And at this point, it is believed that your audiences have gone through the cold journey. They've become warm through conversations, through emails, through SMS, through WhatsApp, through calls, right? And they're now in the decision stage. They're ready to make a decision. That's when they're hot. They're very hot, and then they make a decision and they make a property purchase, and boom, you are on your way to your first millions in 2025. All right, so those are the three stages of the sales funnel. Don't forget, we've talked about marketing strategy. We understand what marketing helps us to do. And number two, we've gone through the sales funnel of how marketing achieves that or tries to achieve that. We're not going to be going to the next stage of our lesson. All right. So the next part of our lesson that we're going to be talking about now is going to be called the types of ads every realtor should use. There are some types of ad every realtor is very, very important that every realtor should use. And number one is called awareness ad. In fact, I believe, quote me anywhere, that your realtor awareness ads should never be off. You should have some types of ad. I don't know the number right now, but I'll count them for you. Number one, you need to have a personal brand awareness ad running all the time. That means a video ad talking about who you are, what you offer in the industry, your successes, your testimonials personally. You're not telling anybody to come and buy. You're just telling people to check you out if they're interested in real estate. That's all, right? And then a second ad you need to run is for your business itself. advertising your business and what it does separate from you. So when people come in contact with the two of them, they can marry the two of them and have conversations with you. You can retarget people who have seen videos about your brand, right? About your personal brand with that video of, or pictures or designs or graphics or animations of your brand, of your personal brand or your business. You can interchange. Which brings me to the second type of ad you should be running. Don't forget, I just said the first one is awareness. You should be running awareness ads. It should never stop. That one should never stop. The next one is what I call retargeting ad. This one you can do it periodically. Right? You can do it at a rate of every 2 weeks or every 1 week, every 7 day cycle. Right? You run an awareness campaign for 7 days. After that 7 days, you start targeting the last people you targeted in the past 7 days. Another awareness campaign is going again for the next 1 week. And then by the second week, you are retargeting a larger number of people. You are definitely going to get sales. There's nothing better than selling to the people who already know you. So, like I said, the first type of ad that you should be running is what is called an awareness ad. The second type of ad you should be running is a retargeting ad. But what are all these ads going to help you achieve? Another ad is number three, the lead generation ads. This ad helps you to collect, it now helps you to collect people's contact. This you can use the lead generation ad in the consideration stage. Your awareness ad, your retargeting ad, your awareness ad is going to be used mostly in the initial stage, the awareness stage. In the consideration stage, you're going to be doing a lot of lead generation ads. So you're going to be doing lead generation ads to collect people's phone numbers, people's emails, and things like that to ensure that you can keep in contact with them. The next thing is retargeting ads. Retargeting ads. Your retargeting ads, like I said, although I mixed them up earlier, should you be used to retarget people you've had campaigns of awareness and lead generation for. And then the final one is going to be called conversion ads. Your retargeting ad can also be a conversion ad, but you can also run a separate conversion, sales conversion ads on its own. You need to be running this based off of all the other ads. Look at the level or the arrangement in which I put it. I put awareness, I put lead generation, retargeting, and then sales conversion ad. Do not jump the gun to the sales conversion ads. It's not going to work like that. That is the number one mistake realtors make, jumping directly to the sales ads, skipping the process of the sales funnel marketing journey and expecting miracles to happen at the end. God is a powerful God, but He's not going to do that for you if you don't put in the work. So this is one mistake realtors make, and these are the types of ads every realtor should be running for their business to ensure that they get maximum results. All right. So now we're going to go into my laptop screen. I'm sure you can see my laptop screen, right? And then we're going to go ahead and create this high converting ads. So we're going to start immediately. And the first thing we need to do is click the create button. So I've clicked the create button now, and then you get to choose what kind of campaign you want to set up. So I'm quickly going to set up a lead generation campaign, or more preferably a sales campaign, right? Let's go ahead and create a sales campaign. But let me stop there. All right. So, all right. Welcome now. We are on my Facebook ads manager. Let's go ahead and create our converting ads for realtor managers. So the first thing we need to do is click create. All right, as we've clicked create, we'll go ahead and click engagement. Why are we clicking engagement? Because we want to generate leads. We want people to come into our DM. Rather, we'll go to leads generation. We want people to come into our DM. We've talked to people. We've done awareness ads. We've pushed it out majorly in force, maybe for like the past 1 month. And now we want to reap the reward of all of those awareness ads with lead generation ad. Don't forget, lead generation is one of the ads I told you every realtor must run for their business, right? So let's continue. Always set up in manual leads campaign or manual settings. Then we'll go ahead and create our campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and call this, all right, so let me call this a campaign, right? Name your campaign according to how you want it to be able to be easily recognized by you. So we are done here. We go ahead and click next. Now that we are done with next, we click instant forms. Why instant forms? Instant forms enable us to be able to collect people's WhatsApp phone number, their real phone number, emails, names, full names, date of birth, location, and more, as much information as we want to help us properly profile them and give to them the best product that will help them buy immediately or most likely convert for them. It's all about the customer, right? So if you have a website, you can generate leads through your website, and you only use this if you have your pixel stored. I'm going to be creating another video you can watch on my profile. By the time this video is done, it should also be up, a video about how to set up Pixel for your landing page. You can also have people go to your website and call you on your website. You can have people send you messages through Messenger, Instant Phone and Messenger together, or you can have people message you through WhatsApp. I usually don't recommend this because a lot of people can bypass the questions you set up to profile people, and then they end up making sure you spend your ad and you don't get a lot of results. That's why I like instant forms. You'll be seeing the reasons in the video why I like instant forms. Let's continue. Choose your page. Let me choose another page. Let me choose my business page. Yes. Let's continue. We'll maximize the number of leads, but not just that, maximize the number of conversion leads. We want people that it is most likely that when they, if they drop their details, they will want to buy what we have to sell. Go ahead and put in your um, go ahead and put in your budget 5,000 naira minimum. You can always use more than this, but this is the minimum anybody should be using for their ads if you want any results. Now let's go to where the magic happens, which is in the audience section. Let's switch to original audience options. So we use original audience. We want to use original audience because we want to retarget some type of people, some specific type of people. I will show you the type of people we need to be targeting now to get customers. Click on custom audience. Now, if you own a website, this is for you. You go and click website and then you click next. When you click next, what happens is you use your pixel, right? As you can see, and you continue. But since I'm not using a pixel at the moment, I'm going to close this. And I'm going to be showing you how to create other custom audiences for those of us who don't have websites, right? Now, if you have a list, let's say something like this. If you have a list of people, right? If you have a list of people like that, okay, who have given you their names, you've run an ad before, you have list of people from somewhere, or you bought a list somewhere, although I do not encourage you to do that, as that is definitely illegal. But you are able to throw out to people, people freely gave you the information to contact them. You can go ahead and create a list on Facebook, right? You can go ahead and create a list account on Facebook that will help you achieve that ad. So I'm going to need to change this page. Okay, all right. The issue here is I'm using my personal ad account. Let's go ahead and use my business ad account. Okay, so let's go here. Sorry about that. So we're going to jump all the processes we already did. It's the same thing. And go ahead and click create, all right? So click create to go ahead to leads, like we said before. Click leads, click continue. Click manual leads campaign. Always never forget that. Let's call this a campaign. Don't forget everything here we did, no changing, right? And then we continue to next. This is where we said we want to use instant forms, correct? So we use instant forms. We want to have maximum number of conversion leads as well, right? So everything is still in order. We'll go ahead and set up our budget, 50,000 naira, no, it's 5,000 naira daily. And then we go again to the audience, we switch to original. So this helps you understand well how to set it up by yourself. So now we've come to the custom audience, and we need to create an audience for we who don't have a customer list, we don't have a website, we don't have an app activity as well, right? We only have videos on our ad accounts that we've put out, or we have an Instagram account, or we have a Facebook page, or we have shopping or some other things like that. So let's go ahead and click Instagram accounts. Most people use their Instagram accounts more than they use their Facebook account. So let's say you've been running ads and it has been getting people to visit your Instagram account, right? So we go to next. Watch what we are going to do here. Let's change this page. Let's change this page to this real estate page. And then we choose everyone who has engaged with this professional account. That is everybody who has seen this account. They've seen your ad, they've seen your post, they've seen anything related to this account. They've seen it, they liked it, they commented, they saved, they carol swipe, they button tap, they share, whatever they do. Even if it's just seeing it and not even touching it, they are definitely going to be engaged with this ad. Audience retention, as you can see here, talks about the number of days those people that have talked or have a reach with your account will continue to be in your contact. You can use 365 days, which is maximum. But I like using something which is short term because that way people can remember you easily. You know, if you are using 365 days now, if somebody who saw your ad last year, seeing your ad again this year, they may not be easily moved down the funnel stage from awareness to consideration. They may not even move from consideration to hostage. They may remain warm for a long time because they are seeing your ad maybe once a year or twice a year. Right. So let's use a short term. Let's use a 3 month timeline. Let's say 90 days. Let's say 90 days ago, anybody who saw your ad in the past 90 days are the people you are trying to reach out to, right? So let's continue. Let's give this audience a name. Let's say this audience is 90-day audience, right? We call it 90-day audience. We want it to be called the 90-day audience. We move on and we create audience. If you have multiple pages, you can create that. You can include more people in this audience. You can come back and say HSH Real Estate. Um, Not just everybody who has engaged with that account. You can also say specifically anyone who has visited this profile in that same 90 days. We want to make sure that with this one AdSense, we're able to capture as many people as possible, right? So let's go on ahead to create the audience. So we've created the audience now. You can go ahead also to create a lookalike audience. A lookalike audience is an audience that is very similar to the audience you just created. So that is also very good because we're also reaching out to people who have reached out to us. And we're also using the opportunity to reach out to people who are similar to those kinds of people. But we're not going to be creating a lookalike audience, right? Because that's not what we are doing. A lookalike audience is similar to an awareness ad reaching people who have never met you before. So we want to only focus on those who have met us. We are done creating that audience. As you can see here, it's below 1,000 for this particular account. For other accounts, it could be above 10,000, 5,000, 500,000. It doesn't matter the size. The size may be small, but if you focus on it and you make, imagine out of 1,000 sales, you make 10 sales, you make 20 sales for something that is maybe 1 million, 10 million, 500,000. You can imagine the volume you'll be making in sales, right? So let's go. It says reach beyond your custom audience when it is likely to improve performance. Allow this to stay on because it is good. So location is also very, very important. If you use location like this leads me to the second mistake realtors make. They do not put in accurate location. Don't forget, I said, one of the problems of ads with realtors is showing the wrong content to the wrong people in the wrong place, right? So for this case, we're going to cancel out Nigeria. We're going to go in depth into the locations we know the people that buy from us are probably going to be, right? So let's say we want to go deep and say we want to put addresses like this, right? So we want to go ahead and put Bodilon, Ikoyi, want to go ahead and put Victoria Garden, Victoria Garden City, BGC, Ilashe Beach, Banana Island, Lagos State. Depending on where it is you are targeting your, let's say you are targeting your house to, for example, let's say Canada, let's say Toronto. Let me type Toronto if it's going to come out. Let's say you are targeting Toronto, Canada, right? You're targeting Toronto, Canada, and then you're also targeting. You're not just targeting Canada that way. You're just targeting the main places are just targeting the main places you know Nigerians are. So this is how you go ahead and target people abroad or target people in Nigeria or other African countries. Now that you are done with your targeting, what makes your targeting even better? What makes your targeting even better is when you come here and select that age. Because we know that when it comes to real estate, most people that buy land are from the age of 30 upwards, 30 to 65, right? We even need to put more detailed targeting. We know that most people from 30 to 65 are going to be married, right? We know that Nigerians abroad are going to want to listen to things like Afro beats, right? We know that they are going to want to find out about anything with Nigeria will interest them. You can go ahead and find out, even for the location, you can go ahead and find out locations of African stores, locations of African gathering points in Canada, in UK, in America, in Australia, wherever it is. This is how you go ahead and do your targeting to ensure that it's very, very well streamlined and targeted. So we've put in some detailed interests and we've put in some, gender. We don't want to segregate any gender. We want it to go to all genders. So we continue. You can save your audience if you wish. Placement is very important. Where you place your ad is very important so you don't end up wasting your money. So that's why I always recommend using manual placements. So you go ahead and click manual placement to scroll down. And I recommend using different ad sets for different platforms. Use the ad set for Facebook, you understand the ad sets for Instagram. So we're going to use this ad set only for Facebook, right? And even though we are celebrating, or sorry, we are not celebrating, of course, we're celebrating life. But even though we are only sending this ad on Facebook, we still need to choose that some places we don't want it to be. For example, we don't need a real estate ad in the marketing or marketplace section of Facebook. Nobody goes there. You click that out, come back to Facebook Business Explore, but you can leave that in. And then you continue check others, see they're all good, and then you continue to the next. Now, this is where you get to put in your ad. Don't forget, I said when you're going to be running a lead generation ad like this, you should be using walkthrough videos. You should be using videos that talk about the particular property of that you are trying to sell. For this particular ad, since I'm not a real estate person, I'm only working for you amazing billionaires. I'm going to be sharing a video that is going to be important to realtors and helping them in their digital marketing journey, right? So this is the video I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to just come here and click create ad. Instead of creating a fresh ad, I'm going to go ahead to the beginning and click on use existing posts. Use existing posts. So we're going to come here and click select posts, right? So comment fix to get my ad setup checklist. So let's just use this video. Let's click comment. I've selected the video. I click continue. That video is from my Facebook. Okay. Let me choose a video from my Insta. Oh, okay. Since it's Facebook only, I will only be able to select a video from Facebook. So let's use this video and continue. So I've selected the video now. I need to add a call to action button. This is very important. This is especially important when you are running a lead generation ad. A very important call to action you can use is get offer. Another one you can use is sign up, for example, since it is a form that they're going to be getting into. Another one you can use is contact us. If you have contact us here, we don't have contact us. You can use get quote since it's real estate, learn more, right? Get offer or sign up. I'm going to be using get offer for this particular campaign. All right. So I think that is being added at the moment. Okay, so let me add button. It's saying I can't use that particular button. Let me use sign up. All right. So let's go ahead and create a form. This is where the major work is. Go ahead and name your form for easy identification later on. You will need this, it's very important. Click on form, click on more volume, click on next. right? Put in the greeting you want to give to people when they come into your form. You can put a background image if you want, just to make things a little exciting. I'm not going to be adding one here. Greeting is optional. You can select a greeting if you want. You can just say, for example, welcome. For me, I'm going to be saying, welcome to Post Digitals. We know how hard it is to be your own CEO. Let us take the stress off you. Right? This is a wonderful welcome message to somebody that is coming into my business for the first time, and they sit and they say, okay, let's continue talking to this person. Now, up here is where the magic is. Click conditional logic. Conditional logic will help you to create some type of questions. You can see some suggestions and you can easily use these ones if there's what you're interested in. But I'm going to be showing you some type of question, and you can refine this question based on your business. For this particular ad, I'm going to be sharing questions on that can help realtors achieve quality leads. One question here, and as a realtor, you can rely on your experience to create very good, intricate questions. Let's go to number one. You can say, let's say a question like, um, are you, let me say, what type of real estate are you interested in? Let's do that. It's a simple question, right? Let's say this one's put commercial lands. Let's put residential lands. Let's add another example. Let's say houses. And then, anybody that is selecting any of these answers, you know that this person wants to, make a purchase. Then you can go ahead and put an answer like not yet. You can go ahead and put an answer like um, uh, I'm not interested. Now, you know that anybody who chooses I'm not interested, you can just go what? Click close form. What that means is if anybody select this answer, this ad will close for them and they will continue on their way, right? And once they continue on their way, they don't come into your ad structure. You don't get to know their names or their details, and you don't get to waste your time on somebody who's not ready to buy within the shortest time frame of maybe 1 week to 1 month, right? So, or if anybody chooses any of these answers, you say what? Go to the next question, and then you enter the question. I'm not going to put too much questions. I'm just going to put two questions, right? And then you can add as many other questions as you like. What type of real estate are you interested in? When can you schedule an inspection of your choice real estate? This is a question. So anybody who chooses commercial land, right? Anybody who chooses commercial land, that's they will go to question two. Anybody who chooses residential land, I want them to go to question two. Anybody who chooses houses, I want them to go to what? Question two. Anybody who chooses not yet, I want them to submit the form. Why? I know they are not ready to buy. I don't want to waste time asking them too much questions. I don't need them to go to number two before they become too stressed. Just give me your information. I will reach out to you later and try and nurture you for you to be. Those ones that are interested, they're not ready to buy, right? So let's say the page they will get sent to is not ready to buy, right? That's the end page they go to. And for these ones, we said we don't want them, they should just close the form and be going. So we've added question two, when can you ready schedule an inspection? Let's just put simple answer. Let's say this week, let's say not at all. This one now, okay, let's put the third options. Kindly let me, uh, I want to choose my own schedule. Or let's say somebody is, depending on the situation, you can say not interested. It's possible for somebody to come from there and get to this place and they are not interested anymore. If they are not interested, close the form. If this one, end form, let's go to another end form. And their own end form will be ready to inspect. So if you answer correctly here, you go to what? Ready to inspect. All right. So we are done with the questions we have set, and these questions will help us filter the kinds of people that come into our DM. You can also choose information to collect from them other than their emails. You can choose to collect their phone number. You can also choose to find out, where they are coming from, what city they are from. You can try to find out as many informations as you can. What work do they do? What gender, marital status, relationship status, and so on and so forth. We've already had their full name here. Then you click next. Now that you've clicked next, you can put your privacy policy link here. I can just recommend using your Instagram link here. And then link, visit book creating data identity policy, blah, blah, blah. Then we'll go to next, right? So, what are we seeing here? Okay. So let me go back to questions. There's an error here. Now, okay. So let's send these people to, okay, they're going to that. Then this one, let's go to this week. Let's send it to end page one. Let's send it to end page one. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, headline. Headline. Narrates by thank you for your interest. This might not be a good fit for you. Kindly view our products to learn more. Insert IG link. Okay? Or you can just come and put the link here, IG link. Just add your IG link there. Say go to the website and visit, call it visit IG. Okay? Let's come back here. IG.com. So you do that for all the forms. Okay? You do that for all the forms. All right. And this end page, let's just put IG.com. Of course, those are not true websites, but I'm just putting those so we can go through this and create our form. So you understand how we created the forms and the logic we put there. And now all of this is going to help us scrutinize the people coming through our ads and ensure that the people who do come through don't waste our money, which is very important. Our money is very hard earned. We don't want to waste it. And they can convert into a purchase. So you go ahead and click create form, and then you have created your form, right? And then you go ahead and click publish. Go ahead and click publish. There you have it. Your ad is ready to run. So once your ad runs, now you can understand that there is going to be a purchase for you. If you don't have funds in your account, like I've not put funds in my account yet, I'm going to be doing that later. You can just go ahead and click on billings and payments and use the platform to add payments to it. So this is how to set up high converting ads for realtors, and I've mentioned some of the mistakes realtors makes. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. I'm going to be giving you, right? I'm going to be giving you my art template. If you're interested in my art template, just click comment under this video or type comment under this video, and I'm going to be sending you my ad templates. I'm going to be giving you a more detailed template in the targeting, in the interest, in the locations, and all of this for international countries like Canada, UK, or even Nigeria. If you want that as well, you have to make a special request for that, and you are going to get it. All right, then. I can't wait to see you on the other sides of success. Realtors, have a wonderful. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, like this video if it gave you any value, share to your friends who are also in the business. Click the notifications button after subscribing so that when my next video